Hey, what's up everybody? Jake here and welcome to the hobby. So I recently moved to a larger space and I finally had the opportunity to update all of my collection that you see in the back of videos. So I think this is a great time to give you a tour of my displays, and hopefully this gives you guys some inspiration on how you can display your own collection. So let's get started and check out what we got in the background. You know, displaying Pokemon cards does not have to be expensive. At the end of the day, this is your own personal collection. So all it really needs to do is represent who you are as a Pokemon card collector. I really think my Pokemon card collection does a good job of showcasing who I am as a Pokemon card collector, and I did it on quite the budget too. If you look at these shelves, I bought them from Target for around $30, and this table was actually a hand-me-down from my sister when she went to college. So I pretty much have all of my displays set up, built out for less than $100, and of course everything that you see was pretty much bought at retail price. So most of these products did not cost as much as they do nowadays. We're going to start off with the top shelf, which is the classic TwicebakedJake collection that you've probably seen in a ton of different videos. Starting at the very back, we have a Dragon Majesty collection box, Espeon and Deoxys Tag Team GX Premium collection box, as well as the complete Tag Team GX sets. These are great. I think I love these 4 sets. These were some of the best Pokemon cards ever released in my personal opinion. I love the Tag Team GX cards, and so I had to have the complete booster box set of those. On the very next shelf, we have some of my favorite Japanese Pokemon card set. We have Pokémon CP6, which is just Japanese XY Evolutions, Tag Team GX All-Star, Shiny Star V, as well as the most recent one, VMAX Climax. And in the very back, some people think this is the 25th anniversary set, but this is not. This is the Pokemon Generation box, which is even older, from the 20th anniversary set. We have the Shining Legends ETB and Hidden Fates, a super fun one. The next shelf is the one that most people recognize, which contains just some of my favorite graded Pokemon card. We have a lot of really cool ones: Green Mimikyu, Mario, Pikachu, as well as the beauty looking back Pikachu. Just a bunch of really cool graded Pokemon cards that I personally pulled from different sealed products, which is just super cool. And on the next shelf, we have a bunch of graded Game Boy Pokemon games. My favorite one has to be Gold, just because it was the very first Pokemon game that I ever played. I actually beat it. It was a great game that you could get up to 16 badges. Insane what they did back in the day for a Game Boy game. And on the very bottom shelf, really basic. I wasn't too sure what I was going to do with this shelf, so I ended up just having just a bunch of Elite Trainer boxes for now, but we'll do something with this shelf for sure. We're moving on to the main pack opening table display. This table is honestly one of my favorite display in the whole entire house, and it contains all of the Pikachu cosplay boxes that I've collected over the years. These boxes are still completely sealed. I just love this display, and if they ever make another one, we'll replace one of the villain pretend Pikachu boxes, because I have 2 of those on this display with a different box right now. As I get different ones, I actually replace them on this table. So lovely display. They just don't make Poncho Pikachu boxes anymore, but they do come out with these collection boxes every now and again. The Kanazawa Pikachu box, this one in particular, was the last one that came out, and it still looks really gorgeous. You just don't get stuff like this on the international stage. The Japanese side have absolutely mastered the way that these boxes look. They look gorgeous, and I just can't believe we don't have anything like this in English. It's super cool, and if I ever think that there's something else that can beat the Poncho Pikachu display, I'll definitely switch it up for that. But as of right now, I think this is probably going to be the most exciting display that I can have on the background of my video, just because from an aesthetic point of view, because this is a display. So the goal of me displaying this is to really maximize aesthetic. For me personally, I just think that this display looks absolutely gorgeous with the Mario Pikachu, the Poncho Pikachu boxes, and all of these different cosplay Pikachu boxes just look really adorable, and it's an aesthetic that I just cannot get with any other products. We're moving on to the new display shelf. This one I'm definitely going to move some products around as I decide what is going to be my favorite. But on the very top shelf, we have the Legendaries Pokemon collection. This thing is super cool just because it has a jumbo card of Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. It's not a real Pokemon card, but it's just a very cool looking promo card. I don't think they've ever done anything like it before, so it's really cool. And on the top shelf, we have the first 4 Pokemon card set of the Sword and Shield era. The reason I have these sets on this display is because this was a really critical year for me, because this was the year that COVID actually started, and the very first Pokemon card set that I opened in quarantine was Sword and Shield Rebel Clash. Yeah, this came out the exact moment when quarantine went down. I remember being alone in my home for over 2 weeks in quarantine. So a bunch of really cool Pokemon card products, and this was a fun year to crack open a lot of products just because Pokemon hype was just reaching a new level that it has never reached before. On the very next shelf, we have a bunch of more tag team products just because, like I said, I love the Tag Team GX era. We have the alternate art Mew and Mewtwo Tag Team GX card. This card is really cool because I just love that Mew is giggling in the background and Mewtwo looks like they're just done with whatever shenanigans Mew has gone into. So lots of quirky Pokemon card art. We have the Pikachu and Zekrom Tag Team GX, and a really interesting pair up. We have Garchomp and Giratina Tag Team GX. So very cool pairing. On the very next shelf, we have quite a few Pokemon card products that are more modern. We have the Flareon VMAX Alt Art box, we have the Arceus V figure collection, and just a bunch of really cool Pokemon cards that we actually pulled from the Rags to Riches series. That's right, all of these PSA 10 cards were pulled from the Rags to Riches series, and you can actually find the episodes that we pull all of these Pokemon cards from. So yeah, you can get quite a significantly cool Pokemon card collection just from opening up sealed products, which I really love. And on the final shelf, we have some pretty cool products as well. I am missing a Brilliant Stars booster box, so in its place we have a second Silver Tempest booster box for now, but I absolutely love the Brilliant Stars, Silver Tempest, Lost Origin, and Astral Radiance lineup just because of the art gallery inside of all of these Pokemon card sets. I think it was a great year and a really fun series to open. Alright guys, this has been a tour of my Pokemon card display. We have some pretty cool stuff that I went over really quickly, and this display has gone up so much in value since my very first video. There was a time years ago when all these Poncho Pikachu boxes were only going for a couple of $100s, and of course there were many other items on this display that were going for pennies on the dollars. We still have some pretty cheap stuff on here. Things like the Arceus V figure collection, the Flareon V Max box. There's actually a lot of stuff on this display that is actually well under $100, and it's not really about the value of these products. What it really matters to me is how good they look on display. That's the most important thing by far. So that's really my takeaway when it comes to Pokemon card collecting, is how can I display it? How can I show off my love for the hobby? And how can I really make this display something that is unique to me? Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been inspirational on your own collecting journey and give you some ideas on how you can display your own personal collection. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section, and I will see you guys next time.